Cool. Okay. So once upon a time, there was a princess. Do you want a story about a princess? Ring 2 times. Ring 1 time. Oh, okay. There was a princess and she lived in a castle far, far away. And she was very, very, very bored. So one day she decided she was going to bake a cake. But she didn't know how to bake a cake because she was a princess. And princesses don't do anything like that. So she decided to go down to the kitchen and she found the master bakery chef person. I was going to say something that you guys were going to find obscene. And she had to decide on what kind of cake she wanted to have. Now, you get to choose. Should she have a vanilla cake, 2 rings for vanilla, or 1 ring for chocolate? Should she make a vanilla cake or a chocolate cake? 2 rings for vanilla or 1 ring for chocolate? Vanilla. So, okay. So she decided to have a vanilla cake. So they put it in the oven and they baked it all fluffy and it came out of the oven and it smelled so good. But then they needed to frost it because you have to have frosting on your cake, right? It's all about the frosting. So she had to choose. Did she want pink frosting or did she want chocolate frosting? So if you want pink frosting, ring 2 times. If you want chocolate frosting, ring once. Chocolate, there we go. So she has a vanilla cake with chocolate frosting. So they frost it all up with extra frosting. It looked so yummy. But then she had to decide, does she want sprinkles on her cake? Because sprinkles can be really yummy. Oh, okay. So do you, hold on, here's your options. Do you want to put sprinkles on your cake? 2 bells, please. Or do you want chocolate chips on your cake? Okay, sprinkles, it is. So they pour lots of sprinkles all over her cake. Well, that cake just looked absolutely delicious, and that's what she was gonna have. So they took her into the grand, gigantic dining room that's in the castle, because that's where princesses eat their cake. And she sat down and they cut her a big piece of cake just for her. And she's sitting down and having her vanilla cake with chocolate frosting with sprinkles. And she's like, I want something to drink. And she calls over the servant and she's like, I would like something to drink. So her options are she can either have a glass of milk or a glass of soda pop. So we gotta choose. If you want a glass of milk, ring twice. If you want a glass of soda pop, ring once. Milk 2, soda 1. Which one do you want? Do you want a milk or you want soda pop? You want soda pop? Okay, so that's what she got. But the thing about drinking soda pop was it made her burpy. Oh no, and princesses can't burp. That's horrible. So she gobbled down her soda pop way too fast, and then she decided, oh my gosh, I have to burp. What am I gonna do? So she goes running around the castle trying to find a place that she can burp. Oh my goodness. And she thinks her tummy's gonna explode. Oh my goodness. So she runs around the castle and she runs up into her princess tower, because every princess has to have a princess tower, right? Because that's where they do their singing and talking to their birds and the mice, right? Because princesses do that. And she gets up in her princess tower and she lets out the biggest, nastiest, manly sounding burp. Isn't that silly? What noise does a burp make? That was gross. That was so silly. Okay, yeah, you can giggle it off. Okay. Did you like the princess story? That's the end of it. If you like the princess story, ring 2 times. If you hated the princess story, ring once. If you loved it, 2 times. If you hated it, once.
If you want another one, ring the bell 4 times. 4 times.
You hated the story. Great. If you want another story, like Emil said, ring the bell 4 times. That's 1. It has to be closer together though. Like 1, 2, 3, 4.